cooking one today, but being that I did a cooking one yesterday, I guess I'm gonna roll. So I'm gonna do a cooking one today, and maybe tomorrow I'll take not do any. But anyway, what I'm going to make is a vegan chocolate pie, and you don't bake it. What it has in it is you put silken tofu in it, or you put firm tofu. If you put firm tofu in it, it's going to firm up a little bit more in the refrigerator because just sets in the fridge, and you eat it out of there. Um, and if you use soft tofu, it's going to be like a mousse. But I want to make it firm, so I've got a firm tofu. Now the tofu I'm using is actually a little bit more than what the recipe calls for because I can't find a 12-ounce thing of tofu, and I already had 16 ounces. So I thought I'll just go ahead and use it, and I'll just get a bigger pie thing, 10 ounces, 10 inch. And if it's too this is too big, I'd rather it be too big than too small, and not have enough room. And I buy the already the crust. Anyway, hi Tony, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to make my no bake vegan. It's going to make that. This is what it's going to look like. Put whipped cream on the end, but this is a no vegan. Actually, it's a carob pie. People that know me know that I'm vegan. I will not use chocolate of any kind. And everything's going to be made in my food processor right here. So this is better than getting the Vitamix out. It could probably do it in the Vitamix, but it says use the food processor, so that's what I'm going to do. Make everything in the food processor. The only thing that I put in the microwave was my chocolate to get that melted, and that'll go in here because you have to melt it before you can your food processor. So I melted that. My tofu still got plenty of water in it yet, and I don't think that really matters because you're going to put it in here anyway. It's going to be mixed up. So let me get the. I'll just dump the excess water off the top, and then this is going to go it'll go in here just the way it is. I'm not going to press any of the water out of it because you got to have some moisture anyway. Like I said, this is a 16-ounce thing of tofu. So I hope that more people come in and watch this. If not, you can watch the replay. The replays are up all day, every day. I don't take them down. So people that know me know I'm vegan. I do not use regular chocolate. I mean, if anybody wants to make a chocolate pie with regular chocolate, cocoa powder, whatever, be my guest. But I'm using carob powder, and I'm using the carob drops. So, okay, now 1 1/2 teaspoons of cocoa powder. Well, I'm going to get my carob out. Oh, I've got it sitting right here. 1 1/2 teaspoons. So I'm going to make this, measure this out. Yeah, I'm going to use one of these off and use one from yesterday. I don't know where they are. This didn't have anything in it except I think just my salt anyway. So I'm just going to rinse this off. We'll go ahead and use this because I need 1.5 teaspoons. Oh, hi, Erlene. Good to see you, sis. Thank you for the award. Thank you for the award too, Tony. Yeah, I can put whipped cream on this, but this I'm gonna make. Everybody's gonna make it a carob pie. Good to see you too. Good to see you. This is what the pie is gonna look like. You can put whipped cream on it. You feel free to. The only thing I melted was my carob drops. I melted those, and everything's going to go in my food processor. This is a new food processor I got not too long ago. It's a Cuisinart, and it works really, really well. So I'm going to use it because this is what it calls for to use it in the food processor. So it called for 12.3 ounces of silken tofu, which would make it a little softer, or your firm, and that's 16 ounces. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. And 1.5 teaspoons of cocoa powder. Well, I got my thing here, and I'm just going to make 1.5 teaspoons, and I'm going to use my carob like everybody knows I do. I put everything in right into my food processor, and I'm sure you can see. If you can't, let me know. I can always move it, but I think it's pretty close where you can see what I'm doing anyway. And 1.5. Yeah, I wasn't going to, but then I started falling asleep, and I thought, "Oops, I better wake up and get in here and do this." I thought I better get in here and make this. 8 to 10 ounces broken up chocolate, or 1.5 cups of chocolate. So I measured out a cup and a half of carob, and I'm putting that in here, and I melted them all. Yeah, I I do that. I fall asleep a lot lately. Get relaxing and everything, and all of a sudden you just start falling asleep. So I thought, well, I better get up and do this. You can see it's all melted. It's sticking in my bowl, but that's okay. That's what chocolate does. But I gotta wash it anyway, just as long as I can get it out here. I just took it out of the microwave just a few minutes ago. It's starting to stick in here already. I guess I should have poured it in here right away, but I wanted you to watch me put all the ingredients in here anyway. And thank you everybody for coming in. I'll get back to your comments in a little bit. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just wanting to get this done. That little bit there, something? I'm not going to worry about that little bit there. I'll just put it in water and just soak it. I'll just do that. Soak that. Okay. All right. Carmen's barking at squirrels or something out there. She loves to bark. Anyway. Oh, no. That's too bad, Damon. Oh, man. That stuff's getting out of hand, isn't it? Oh. Yeah. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. I won't take the vaccine, period. No way. Okay, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Everybody knows that I use a non-alcoholic. Wow. 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 We gotta, did you see that person in here? That person thinks that person's going to get me mad, but he's not. You can just, Tony, you could just take care of it and report it for me. I'll try to look on my iPad when I get done here and see if I can block that person. It's on YouTube, so we can't do it in here. People are nasty. You get all kinds of nasty people in here. You know something? I feel sorry for that person's mother. That mother bore an awful evil person. It's really sad. It's and it's an awful evil person. That person always comes in here. I don't know why why they do this to me. If they're trying to get me mad, you know something? I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'm not gonna get mad, and I'm not. I can tell you one thing, troll. If you're trying to get me off the internet, it ain't gonna work because I am here to stay. So you might as well get your ass out of this. Yeah, you can get your ass out of this because this is the drama-free broadcast. You can get your ass out of here and go away. You're not wanted here. Nobody's gonna like you in here. Everybody's listening here for me and for you. They're gonna report you, and you're gonna get banned. You are a despicable human being, a human being that doesn't deserve to live. And I would take you, stomp you into the ground, stomp on you, and just dig my heel in. Okay, 2 tablespoons of milk of choice. So we're going to use everybody knows I use almond milk. So let me get my tablespoons out here. Thank you for taking care of that. That person is loving to say bad things. Man. God will deal with him. You know something? God is in control, and God will deal with that person. God will send that person to hellfire. That's all I can say. Is God knows what I am, and God knows that I'm not the person that person says I am. So, and you guys know I'm not. So, God will deal with that person, and that person is going to be very. Sure you do. If you love me, you wouldn't say the way things you say. You know that. That does not love when you say very, very mean and vindictive things to somebody. I haven't done anything to you. I haven't said anything bad thing to you, but you do it to me. Now, why? Can you explain that to me, troll? Why are you doing this to me? I want to hear the answer from you. I want you to put a comment up there as to why you're doing this to me. What have I ever done to you? You don't even know me. I'm not Christian. Are you Christian? You're not Christian. I'm a Christian person. But if you know something, God's going to deal with you. And God's going to put you in hellfire. And that's just exactly where you belong. You belong burning in hell. And I hope that you get there someday. I hope you go to hell. That's where you belong. You don't belong in here. You say I'm not a Christian? Oh, thank you, Tony. Because YouTube cannot stand for that kind of stuff. YouTube will not take. Nope, nope. YouTube will stand for, because unfortunately here in Haps we can't report them in Haps. We have to go to the YouTube or wherever they're at. Yeah, well, he's not going to get me upset. He's not going to get me upset. He's just trying to get me upset, but he's not going to do it. I'm just gonna tell him off. That's what Veneer does. Like a human being, I tread on the ground they walk on. I stomp them into the ground and everything. Okay, I got 2 tablespoons of milk of choice, which I've already got that in there. A scant 1/8 teaspoon of salt. So we'll get me my salt out. So I'm not going to really measure that. I'll just make it like a pinch of salt or something. Just put that in here. Yeah, I'm sure he does. I blocked one of them in YouTube. He probably does. The problem with Randy is he won't block the guy. He won't block the fool. He lets him continue to do this to other people. That's not fair. I need to tell Randy, you can't do that. He's after me, which I've done nothing to that man. I've done nothing. Man, it could be a woman too, for all we know. Huh. Anyway, 2 to 3 tablespoons of pure maple syrup or a sweetener of choice. So I'm going to get me some of my maple syrup out. Just a minute. Let me put this back. And I'll get my maple syrup. You know something? No, you can report the dude. I don't really think he cares. He doesn't really care. He's not worried. He's not worried. But I'm gonna start. Hi, Linda. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, and I'm gonna contact. There's a way. If there's a way. Does anybody know when you take a screenshot how you can contact YouTube? Because every time somebody comes in here that's doing bad things and saying things, I'm going to contact YouTube and send it to YouTube. I need to find out how to do that, because you got to get them. Got to keep them off the internet. That's what we need to do. I need to get them off. We got a troll in here, Linda. That's really mean. He's from Twitter, or no, he's from YouTube, and he's saying things that I didn't even. Oh. And he's not even there. I said everybody else do. Just pretend he's not even there. Maybe he'll leave. Just report him or whatever. Mute him. If you can mute him, go ahead and mute him. And I'm going to see if I can do anything like that. I know. Who is it? It's Randy. Randy homosexual. And Randy's not a homosexual, but I had muted somebody on YouTube before that was claiming to be Randy's troll, and I blocked him. And it's probably the same one. It was Randy Fatso, and I blocked that person. Now he's got another. Yeah, well, he made a mistake when he made you. I'll tell you that. When he made you, he made a big mistake. He made a big mistake. So I gotta find my lid. Okay, I've got everything in here. Now I'm gonna put my lid on. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this on high, and I'm gonna. I might have to scrape it down. Just look at the, go back and scroll up, Linda, and please report that person. Just report that person. Thank you. Yeah. It's probably both of ours, Sterling. You can see it's mixing in the food processors, and I'm going to put it in my bowl. See how well blended it is. Wow, it looks really good. This is, like I said, this is a Cuisinart food processor, and it does a real good job. Oh, wow. Let me get a spatula. Oh, I know what I can use. I can use this. This will work. Clean this off. You know, oh, trolls will be trolls. They, they they just love to come in and wreak havoc. He's afraid to join Haps because he's afraid he's going to get banned. He will. He'll get banned. He'll get banned for doing the stuff he's doing in here, and so that's why he's afraid. But YouTube doesn't stand for this stuff either. They block them. So I block everyone that comes into my broadcast and says evil things, mean vindictive things. And since you report him, Tony, that should be suffice. But I'm going to go ahead and try to block him anyway. When I have a chance, I'm going to block the dude because I'm not going to stand for it. I didn't ask for this, and I don't need it. And I'm not going to take YouTube off just because this guy's doing this. I don't feel that you know, that I have to do that because the guys just want me to leave Haps or leave the internet, and I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to put this down so you can watch me pour this in my bowl. If you can see it here, or pour it into the pan. So I'm not going to do it. He can keep doing what he wants to do. Like Benita said, she just tells him off too. So does Space Gal. Oh, she tells them off. She doesn't have fun with them. She just tells them off. And she gets rid of them that way. You can't just pussyfoot around with those guys because they, I don't know, they're mean. So yeah, you're right. Anyway, you can see you're right. You're so right. I need to take your advice. He's not really worth it. Nope. He's not worth my time. He's not worth the time it take to blow him up. It's not worth the powder it take to blow him up. That's what. He's not worth the powder it take to blow him up. So, and yet he says I'm not Christian for saying the things I'm saying. He's the one who started it. He started it by saying the mean, vindictive things he's saying. That's not love. He can't say he loves me and then turns around and says what he says. Oh my goodness. That person needs help. He needs to get off. He needs to take his meds. Get on his meds before, or get out of his mom's basement. Better get out of his mom's basement. Oh, his poor mom. I feel sorry for her. I really do. His poor mother has got to be shaking in her boots having a son like that, or a daughter. Could be both. Okay. There you can see what it looks like. This will go in the refrigerator and it's going to set up. Well, thank you. Thank you for the award, Natasha. This is my no bake carob pie. It's I'm gonna see what it tastes like. Wow, really good. Or it's just gonna have to. It's gonna have to set up in the refrigerator. Actually, no, Natasha. I used carob drops like I used for my mug cake. If you watch that one mug cake I made yesterday, I used carob drops. They're real small. They're I don't have the chocolate chips, but I got the carob drops, and I used also carob powder. I do not use cocoa powder, and I don't use real chocolate. This is what I use. This is actually better for you than chocolate. Really, really great for oh, hi, Stephen. Good to see you. Is that how you contact YouTube when there's a problem? Because I got to take a screenshot of that person that did those things, and I'm going to have to report him because I'm being harassed, and I need to let YouTube know I'm being harassed. I can do that. I'm going to do that because harassment is not tolerated. That person harasses me every time he turns around. Yeah, I sure do, Natasha. You have to scroll back and see that somebody from YouTube. Tony went and reported it, but you're going to go back and scroll back and see what that troll said when he came in here. Some of the things he said are nasty. He even brings my poor dead Chewy into it. And they like to blame me for him dying, which I did not kill him because he ran out into the street. How could that be my fault when he ran out into the street? And I'm getting accused of a lot of things. It's sad. Well, I know, Linda, but I don't get as many viewers if I don't. And it doesn't matter anyway, Linda. I'm not going to let those trolls bother me. I'm going to do it anyway, regardless. You're not going to get them all the time. You're just every once in a while. This is the one that's bothering Randy too. Yesterday, when I did my broadcast, I didn't have one troll at all, and I'm not going to buckle under the pressure. I'm not going to get rid of YouTube or Facebook or Twitter just because of the trolls. I have a right to be on there as much as they have a right to be on there. Um, and I know you're looking out for me, and I appreciate that. Erlene told me the same thing. But you know what that is? Stop and think about it. It's giving in to them. It's giving them what they want. They want me off of the internet. I'm not going to do that. So if I don't disconnect my YouTube, I don't disconnect my Facebook, I don't disconnect my Twitter, I'm letting them know that I'm here to stay. So I'm not going to give in to them. Oh, he sure does. He sure does. And I'm going to continue on as much as I want. I'm not going to let anybody tell me that I can't be in here. And that's what he's trying to do. But right now, this is a no bake. What this will do, this will go in the refrigerator because I use firm tofu. So this will set up real firm in the refrigerator. This is a 10-inch pie because I thought the 9-inch would be too small. Yeah, I know. You just keep changing usernames. He's going to run out eventually. That's why I say you ban one and they'll make another one. That's okay. I still love the trolls anyway. That's probably true. That's probably true, Linda. Yeah. So anyway, how's everybody's day going? We're starting to get warmed up. We're going to get about, I think we're getting the 70s this week. It's actually pretty nice right now. I can turn my furnace off for a change. It got a little cold last night in the 30s. I think it was about 37, 38. That was okay, but I had to have my furnace on. But wow, yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I'll just pretend he's not here if he says any more. But anyway, you guys got my back, and I thank you for that. Yeah, you're right. He's too chicken to come to Habs because he wants to hide in another social media platform because he knows if he comes into Habs, he's going to get banned. Well, if you're not banned by us, but Pablo and Peter will ban him immediately, and he'll never be able to come back. He can keep making new accounts now. Just keep banning him. Oh, you did. You got snow in the hills. Yeah, I figured you're probably going to get it pretty soon. Oh, that's right. You're going on your winter pretty soon. Yeah, we're coming on to the summer quick. Probably this month we can get warm, but we don't get real hot until around May. We can get real hot like May and June. We can get 80s and 90-degree weather. We can get real hot. I see my things going up and down. I apologize if my connection is poor sometimes. It's just going up and down. Yesterday it stayed up fine, but today it seems like it wants to go nuts. But anyway, I'm glad I could come in here and I found another recipe to do because I like anything that's no bake. Because especially in the summertime, it's going to get a little warm. And I don't like putting my oven on because it makes the kitchen hot. I don't like really cooking over the stove that much here because of the heat. But if you can do anything to keep avoiding using your oven or your stove, go for it. Oh man! Hi Hannah, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. Here's my no bake chocolate pie. Of course, I use carob, and those that know me, I use carob. It is really good. And those that want to know what's in it, since you just come in, Hannah, I'll tell you what's in it. You got tofu in it. Thank you again for another word, Erlene. It's got tofu in it, although it's got a little bit more tofu than what it calls for because I can't find the 12.3 ounces of firm. They can in the silken, but I want this to firm up. I want it to firm up in the refrigerator. And if you use the silken, all it's going to do is going to be like a mousse. Well, I like it hard. You can cut into it. So that's why I use the firm. They said to use the firm, which is the 16 ounce. It was a little bit bigger, but I made everything in my food processor, which did a real good job. Oh, gee whiz, thank you, Erlene. And 1.5 teaspoons of cocoa powder, which everybody knows I use cocoa powder. Or cocoa powder. Carob powder. I don't know. I'm thinking of cocoa powder. I use carob powder. That's what I used. And it calls for 8 to 10 ounce broken up chocolate or 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. Well, I had my carob drop, so what I did is I took 1.5 cups and I put them in a bowl and I melted them in my microwave. It took a few times to get it melted, but I finally got them melted. 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of milk of choice, which I used my almond milk, a scant 1/8 teaspoon of salt. I really didn't measure it out. I just put a little bit in there. Uh, I know. Yeah, I can't get rewards if I don't. Although you can. There's my sweetheart. Although you can give awards after the replay, on the replay. You realize that you can still give awards on the replay. You can still comment even with the replay. You can still give awards. Here's my no bake chocolate pie, sweetie. Um, doesn't that look good? And it's got tofu in it. I know a lot of people probably don't like tofu, and I thought, well, this was an easy recipe. Of course, here's what it looks like: a piece cut. Doesn't that look luscious? Ooh, man! And I can put whipped cream on it or whatever. Put this in the refrigerator and let it sit up. Oh, yeah, it's got a little tofu, and I'm giving them tofu. It's got I got a 16-ounce thing of firm tofu, 1.5 teaspoons of cocoa powder, which is my carob. My daughter knows I use this carob, and I've got my carob drops, a cup and a half of that melted, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of milk of choice, which was my vanilla almond milk, by an eighth of a teaspoon of salt, and then I used 2 to 3 tablespoons of pure maple syrup, and I used 2 tablespoons of that. So I I know he sure does. He sure does. Oh my goodness, But like I said, they told Peter and Pablo did the Q&A yesterday, and people were asking about blocking them in HAPS, and he says, unfortunately, through HAPS, you can't. If they're on another medium like your Facebook, they're in Twitter, or they're on YouTube. Periscope is no longer, but if they're on those three, you have to go into there and block them. So I'm just going to ignore that comment. Everybody knows me better than that. I'm just going to ignore that comment. I'm going to ignore that person. Just pretend like he isn't there. He's a little, he's a little disgusting, but God will deal with him. So if you report him, and if you can mute him and get him out of here. Now they're saying we can mute him, but I don't see how we can mute him in here. You can get him for spam, but I don't see how. Gee whiz, I don't know if you can get him for spam or not. I used to be able. Now when I go on somebody else's broadcast, I can get them for spam, but on my own broadcast, I can't do anything. I have to go into YouTube to take care of it. So I'm going to have to go back and look and see what his username is so I can block him. Now it's gone. Oh no, there it is. Yep, love the sinner but hate the sin. Yep. Oh, I think I know what it is. I'm just going to see if I can find him on. I'll try to get back to this, and I'll go into my YouTube, and I'll put my thing on mute, so you can't hear me. And I'll go on YouTube, and I'll see if I can find him and block him from there. He'll have to leave my broadcast because he's not welcome here. I hope he knows that. He's not welcome here. Not at all. He's not welcome here, and he's going to get out. It's terrible when you got to have a person in here that torments me. He torments me to death, and I don't understand why. I have not done anything to anybody to get tormented like this, but he just torments me and torments me and torments me. He's tormenting Randy too, and I don't understand it. I really don't. It's not right that people torment other people. Yeah, we love the sinner, but we hate the sin. So I'm gonna go see if I can find him on YouTube. I have to see if he's commented on my thing. Yeah, see here he is. So now I can remove him. I can report him. I'll report him. I can do that. So I'm in YouTube, so I can go right in my YouTube right now. You can see I'm up here, and I've got his up here. I'll report it for harassment or bullying. That's what he's doing. He's hate speech too, basically. And I'm gonna report that. So doesn't want to report very well. It wants to stick. But anyway, everybody report him. They don't. They really don't, Early, and that's the problem. They don't like the truth of the Bible. This thing, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go out, come back in. It got stuck. I don't know why, but it got stuck, and I'm gonna go back here again and see if I can bring it back up. There. See, now I can. I like the one comment. He said I was banned from Walmart for not wearing a mask. How does he know? I go into Walmart all the time with a mask. I think some of his comments are so funny. I'm not gonna cry about them. I think they're hilarious. Oh my goodness, he is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh man. I know you did, Tony. I tried to report him on my iPad, but for some reason it just wouldn't go. I tried to report him. I'm gonna have to see if I can hide him. I can hide him. I can hide him on this channel. He can't come in here. I can put him in timeout. Yeah, right. I can remove him, but I can also hide him on this channel. I can hide him, so he's not allowed to come in on. I don't know if it's. Do now? Does anybody know if you hide a user, do they get to come back? And I think if you hide them, they're gone for good. Is that right? Does anybody know? Um. Uh. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's. Like I said, trolls will be trolls. They're gonna be idiots. They're idiots. No matter what you do. I don't know if anybody has an answer for that. It says hide user from channel. Maybe that's permanent. I wonder if that's permanent. Um, I don't know either, Natasha. If it's a permanent, I'll just hide him from my. I'll just hide him from my channel. If he makes another one, I'll do it. And that's the best thing for me to do is when I'm on like this, just go into my YouTube. I see him come from YouTube, and I can see because he's from YouTube, so I can see it. I'm gonna probably hide him. I could report him. I can remove it, but that's not gonna do any good at all. I can report him. I'll try to report him again, but I don't know if it's gonna report. Maybe I'm just gonna hide him. I'm gonna hide him from my channel. So, all right. So his messages would be all okay. And there's another one, evil slumlord. Oh my goodness. Oh man, this guy's an idiot. I'm gonna do this one too. Call me an evil slumlord. So I'm doing all those too. I'm doing delete all his messages now. You can see have all been deleted. All they're deleted. They're hidden. They're hidden and I can view them, but they're all hidden. So hi Nancy, good to see you. I thought you were already subscribed to me, Nancy. Isn't that funny? I think I'm subscribed to you. Anyway, Nancy, here is my chocolate, my no bake chocolate pie. Actually, it's a carob pie because I don't use real chocolate. I don't use you I use carob powder and I use carob chips or carob. I melted them. I'll have to do my dishes when I get done with this. But anyway, um, it's a very simple recipe, and I'll go back since I took care of his messages and deleted all of them. I'm going to go ahead and just get out of here, and I'll go back to my recipe, and I'll show you my recipe. Yes, I think I can bring it up. Um, oh, thank you for. And I'll tell you what's in here, Nancy. Since I'm bringing it back up, I just okay. It has tofu in it. Um, it has firm tofu. It only calls for 12.3 ounces. Now this is what it looks like done. The reason I use the firm tofu over the silken is because with the firm tofu, it'll set up firmer in the refrigerator. Where silken, it'll be like a mousse. So that way, you don't want to mousse. You don't want it mousse like you want it. You want it so you can cut into it. But that's what it looks like when you put whipped cream or something on it. But it's got tofu in it. It's got a 16-ounce thing of tofu, firm. It's got my carob powder. I got a half, 1.5 teaspoons of that. I got 1.5 cups of my carob drops in there, melted. I got 1 tablespoon of a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. It's got 2 tablespoons of almond, which milk of choice. I use almond milk. Got a little bit of vanilla in it, but you can't taste it because it's unsweetened. A scant 1/2 tablespoon or 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and I really didn't measure that. I just put a little bit, just got a little bit with my fingers and did it that way. And 2 to 3 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. The maple syrup will just set it off real good. So that's what I got was the pure maple syrup. So I'm glad that everybody came in. This is awesome. Everybody coming in like this, you know. It's been a good broadcast even with the troll because I'm laughing at all his stuff he's saying because he's hilarious. Yeah, it is, Hannah. It's but now those that want to make this, I'll post this up on my vegan page. I didn't post the thing up yesterday. I'll do this one though. Um, If you want to use your cocoa powder, feel free to use cocoa powder and use your milk chocolate chips. If you're not vegan, that's what you can do. Because when I come in here, I don't want anybody to say that I'm making them vegan, because I'm not. I don't make anybody vegan. If you choose to be vegan, that's you. Because I don't push my veganism on anybody. Uh, Probably, yeah. Anyway, I don't push my veganism on anybody, because if you push your veganism on that just goes to show you that I'm trying to get you to go my way of thinking, and I'm not that way at all. Um, Damon, I really don't know where the word vegan means plant based, so I doubt it. That's actually what vegan is, and I mentioned that before, I believe, and if I haven't, I apologize, because it's yes, I probably should put that in my title from now on as plant based, because it makes it a lot easier for people to understand what vegan really is. Um, so anyway, I'll probably next time, if I make up something with vegan, I'll just call it plant based, because that's what vegan really is. It's not. You don't have dairy. We don't use meat. We don't eat the cheese. We don't drink the milk. We don't eat eggs. No meat of any kind, like hamburgers, your chicken, your pork chops. Definitely not that, or fish. You know. Um, so, like my grandson's wife, she's a pescatarian, I think, and she only meat that she eats is fish. That's the only meat she eat. I think that's what a pescatarian is. Anyway, it's kind of all these tarian ones. I don't know one from another, but uh, yeah, they probably do. But it's basically plant based. That's where the name comes from, Damon. But I could do some research on that. That's a good question. Uh, I like Erlene said, she likes the word plant based better. I think she's right. Plant based sounds a lot better, because people know when you're a plant based, you're on a plant based diet, if you want to call it that. It's actually a lifestyle. It's not a diet, because it's a lifestyle I live every day. It's a lifestyle, and it's a change from going from a I was a vegetarian. I still ate I still ate meat some, which vegetarians, you probably shouldn't eat meat at all, but I ate some meat, but I didn't, and I still had some eggs. I considered myself a vegetarian, but I really wasn't as good a vegetarian as I could have been. So, but now that I'm plant based, and people know that I've been plant based for a while, I would say probably 4 years anyway. Um, I've been enjoying it, but let me tell you, it can be very difficult at times, because sometimes I think, can I really do this? Can I stay on this and not want to go back to the others? And sometimes I'll see meat in the store or stuff that I want so bad, and I'll say, no, Karen, can't have that. So I just walk away from it. It's like I said yesterday. There's one thing that I'm really passionate about, and is reading your labels on your foods, because when you read your labels, you'll see in there what kind of ingredients your food has. My goodness, some of those ingredients they have are horrible. My goodness, especially the high fructose corn syrup. You find that in a lot of products anymore. And I try to avoid the high fructose corn syrup. I really don't want eat any if I can avoid it. My daughter's um, watching out for the boys too, my grandson, so they don't get high fructose corn syrup. She used to give them popsicles and stuff, and they had high fructose corn syrup in it. So she's kind of been watching when she buys something, that she doesn't buy anything with high fructose corn syrup in it, because that stuff is not good. Regular corn syrup, I don't think is as bad, although I kind of hesitate that using that a little bit too. But your high fructose is really bad. So you've got to really try to avoid a high fructose corn syrup. But it's best to read your labels. That way you know what's in there, because the manufacturers put all kinds of junk in the food, and it's not good for you. Not at all. Um, Oh, really? Kidney? That doesn't surprise me, Damon. It doesn't surprise me one bit. Can cause kidney disease. See, there a lot of this stuff is starting to come out now. But like I said, I'm not going to tell people that they can't have their chocolate if they want it, because I'm not that way. If people still want to have their chocolate, I mean, I ate chocolate for years, so I know what it's like. And even though when I was a child, I was allergic to chocolate. Yeah, I broke out in hives if I had too much chocolate. depending if it was a candy bar or what it was, I would break out into hives. And my goodness, they get great big welts in my arms. I even got them as an adult. Got the hives as an adult. I would eat something, and I thought it would. I don't remember what it was I had. And I says, I told my, at that time I was still married. And I told my husband, I said, I wonder if I'll get hives eating this. I sure did. I was kind of crazy of me, but I wanted to see if I was going to get hives from eating something. I think it was, oh gosh, I can't even remember what it was now. It was something besides chocolate. And I broke out in hives. And boy, I tell you, I was scratching. And it was so hard to sleep at night. You almost had to like use calamine lotion to put on your arms, Calamine lotion is real good for itchies and stuff. Um, yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, they do. But the thing of it is, like I said yesterday, a lot of the packaging anymore is real pretty. They changed the packaging and they're making it real pretty. Pretty packaging, to entice you to buy what's inside. And and the thing of it is, people don't understand that when you buy that stuff, it's the same product. It's the same product. It's just the packaging is enticing you to buy what's inside. They haven't changed what's inside. They haven't changed the ingredients in it. It's the same ingredients as it was before, and it's nothing you can do. So I try to avoid buying the package, but I I've mentioned that. Then I go to the store and I see that packaging. And I says, and this was a long time ago. I noticed the packaging and I knew what they were trying to do. And I says, they're trying to entice me to buy it. Now that being said, sometimes it's something that I've had for a long time and it's okay and doesn't have a lot of ingredients. I'll get it. But if it's got a lot of ingredients in it and with that pretty packaging, I just put it back on the shelf. It doesn't hurt to take it off the shelf and read the packaging labels because you're going to do your body good by reading them because the stuff that's in there is nothing you should be putting in your body for sure. Uh, they might change the ingredients, Damon, but they're not making it any better. But most of the stuff, when I've bought something, they'll say same taste, same flavor, but different packaging. Most of them, I think that's what they do. But they're not. If they do change the ingredients from time to time, it's still going to be ingredients you shouldn't put in your body. It's still going to be bad stuff. It's not going to matter. They're not going to change that. They're going to put everything. Well, I don't know if this person to say hi to this person or not. Super drop or. Oh no. Oh no. Well, anyway, if that's Linda, did you go into YouTube? Maybe Linda did go into YouTube. If that's you, Linda, hi. If it's not, I'll still say hi anyway, and hopefully I'm not in any trouble. But anyway, um, you got to be real careful and read your labels. Don't neglect to read the labels because if you don't read your labels, you're going to put something in your body that's not good at all. Um, uh, thank you. Thank you for saying so. Man, we're not a troll at all. I try to be. I try to be as good to everybody as I can be. And sometimes it isn't easy. Like I said, what I did is I hid all those other ones. I'm going to go in after I get off of here though, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to take all those messages and I'm going to report them. I just have to report one from each of his usernames. Just report them. I could probably go in there and do that now anyway, and report them. But I'm so thankful that you people came in here and I can okay, Linda. So you've got a YouTube account. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I'm going to see if I can unhide. If I unhide him, I'm going to have to see. I'm going to have to unhide him in order to report him. I'm going to have to unhide these all, and then I'm going to have to yeah, I didn't think it was anybody else but you, Linda. But I want to make sure because I don't want to be um get myself in trouble. So I'm gonna have to view all these. I'm gonna have to view all these deleted messages later. I can't view them right now, but I have to view them later. There's a way you can view them. So I'm not gonna. Oh, I can report them right now. I'm gonna report his messages. So harassment or bullying or hate speech or graphic. Well, he's hates. It's graph. It's bullying. Is what it is. So I'm glad that you came in, Linda, through YouTube, so you can see what kind of stuff he was doing. Uh, oh, I didn't think about that. And I can do that. I didn't know I could make you moderator. Okay, I'll have to do that, Linda. Just wait a minute. I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to find you on. Okay, I'll make you moderator. I'll make you moderator. Let's see. Okay, there. I just added you, Linda. Yeah, I just did. I just did, Linda. I just went into my YouTube, which you can see I'm on my YouTube right now. I'm not playing it, but I went in my YouTube and I went and made you moderator. So I made you moderator. Um, so if anybody else wants to be moderators on YouTube, let me know. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take all those deleted messages, or I can view, something about, somehow I can't do. I'm going to report. I still keep trying to report their messages, but it's hard to report them because it keeps, it's not letting me. Oh, it says, choose one. Oh, no wonder it's harassing me. That's why I can't report it. There we go. Now I can report it. He's report. I have to report him as me. That's why I couldn't report him. So I'm going to go into this other one and I'm going to report his messages and say it's harassment or bullying, and I have to choose one, and it's harassing me, and then I can report it. There. Now I reported him. So there we go. I can't block him, but I can report him. So anytime, but I want to let you guys know that anytime I come in here, I am not going to jump off of YouTube. I'm not going to jump off of Twitter. I'm not going to jump off of Facebook just to keep them out of here. Let them come, because I can take care of them, eventually. So I'm just going to, do what I have to do, and I'm just going to leave their messages up there, and YouTube will probably look at them. They'll look at all the messages this person did, and that's it. Something. I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt of leaving here. That's what they want. They want me off of YouTube. They want me off of Twitter. They want me off of Facebook. They want me off of Haps. They don't want me coming up here. I even had somebody on one of my YouTube channels. He says, "Granny, what are you doing making these videos? You should be playing games." And I thought, what? I didn't even comment back to the dude. I just blocked him. I thought, that's kind of a rude comment to make. I'm not a game player. What the heck? I don't get on there and play games like that and stuff. So, see, people like that, I think the Randy's the same way. They don't want Randy on there either, so they're going to harass him until get him off. But the more they harass, the longer we're going to stay on. They're going to keep harassing, and we're just going to keep staying. We're going to stay longer and longer and longer. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I made you. I added you a moderator in just in YouTube a little bit ago, Linda, because you came up and I made you moderator. So I think will it show that you're moderator, because I don't know how to see it on my end if I can. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's got the wrench. So you're the moderator there. Yeah, because I go into videos. For there's a place in New York that I like to watch. I know. Videos that I watched of this giraffe in New York, and they've got chat in there, and they've got a lot of moderators on there, and they've got the wrench, so they're moderators, and they moderate the people that come in there, and they block some people, and they can get them out of there and stuff like that. So yeah, yes, the wrench tool is a moderator, and I think if I'm not mistaken, can moderators on YouTube, can they block somebody? That's what I need to know, because if you're a moderator and somebody comes on, Erlene, do you happen to be on? Yeah, there is a zoo in New York. It's upstate New York, and I can't remember what the name of the zoo is, but I've subscribed to the zoo. But I watched this one. Okay, the reason I watched it, because there was a while back this giraffe named April. When she was pregnant, she had been pregnant twice, and I watched both of her baby calves being born. She just recently passed away, and that's kind of devastating to that zoo, because they retired her, so they've got another one in there called Johari. Now she's pregnant, so I watch her to see when she's going to give birth to that baby. Okay. Yeah, I want to see if you can, Linda, because I still got them up there. See if you can block them because I need to have them blocked. Now, I can't do it myself. I can't reblock them. Uh, you couldn't find him on Tube. You couldn't find him on YouTube. Um, if you go into my YouTube channel in this particular one, Erlene, they should still be up there yet. Um, I know you watched me on Haps, but if anybody goes on YouTube and wants to be a moderator, the only reason I'm asking is because if I get something like that in here again, you moderators can go right into YouTube and you can take care of them. Just like Periscope, I made Bernie and Vanita moderators. So if anybody came into my broadcast, it was a troll. They went right into Periscope and zapped them. So that's what I'm saying. If you go onto YouTube and you're a moderator, yeah, I know you do watch me on Haps, but if you're a moderator, you don't have to go into YouTube. But if you're a moderator on YouTube, then when somebody comes on from YouTube, you can go right in there as a moderator and you can block them. You can get rid of them. So I don't go on YouTube that much either. I don't. I watch YouTube videos, but I'm only streaming to YouTube because I get more viewership that way, and I get my message out that I'm trying to portray, my vegan cooking. I get more people interested, so that's why I do it. Um, I'll be darned if I'm going to really take myself off of YouTube or off of Twitter or off of Facebook because of this. I'm staying there. I've got it streaming to them, and I'm going to keep them. It says I can hide them or report them, or hide them in the channel. Oh, okay, Linda. Okay, that's what I thought. Um, they, I don't understand why you can't really block them. There should be a way to do that, but I guess that's better than nothing. I'm able to report them, and if more people go in there and you report them, um, oh, you see the comments now? Oh, there you go. Okay, Erlene, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make you a moderator in YouTube. Okay, I'll make you a moderator. I'll go right ahead and add you. Okay, now I just added you, so you'll have a wrench next to your name now. So I added you as a moderator. Um, oh, you can mute them too. So I made you a moderator, Erlene. It's going to take a little time for it to show up, but I just made you a moderator. So I'm sure I did, but it's not showing up. Okay, no, I did. It just says remove moderation. I'm not going to do that. But I made you a moderator, so you could go in there. If anybody comes in here, you can go in and you can report them and stuff. Yeah, you can. Oh, cool. So yeah, you can hide them or report them or hide them in the channel. Right. Whatever. We need to do something to keep them back because they're coming in from YouTube now. Twitter, not so much because Twitter doesn't stand for it. YouTube really doesn't either. Yeah, you can, and that's the best thing. Yes, you can remove their comment. Being a moderator, you can remove their comment. See, um, right now you can remove. Yeah, you guys are, and I don't know why it's not showing up. You are a moderator, Erlene, but it hasn't showed up as having a wrench yet. But you can you can since you are a moderator, you can remove their comments as well. You just blocked him in YouTube. Awesome! Oh, that's awesome! Thank you. So he cannot come back on my channel ever. If he's blocked, he cannot come back because I myself can't block him at all. I cannot. I cannot block him at all. There's no block feature for me whatsoever. It's crazy. I don't know. There's just no. But so I'll do that. Um, I think Tony's in here. Tony, I'll make Tony a moderator too. Tony was at the very beginning. I don't know if I've got his. I can make Tony a moderator. I don't see him up here. Da, 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 da. All I see are these other ones. So see, Tony didn't come in YouTube, but if Tony would go into YouTube, I could make him a mod too. Oh yeah, yeah, you can time them off so they won't be able to talk. That's awesome. I wish we could do that here in Haps, but I don't think we can make them on timeout. You can get it for spam. You said you can mute them. Now that's what they said, but I'm gonna have to talk to them about that. I left Haps and went to YouTube. Yeah, I saw that. But you are now a moderator, Erlene. I can't block them for some reason. I'll have to wait until my probably because I'm on the I'm broadcasting. Maybe once my broadcast is over, I can block them then. Maybe that's the way, you know. But you blocked them, so you can't come back on my channel, ever come back again. Once they're blocked, that's it. So I appreciate you guys um taking the time to come in to be moderators, because now you take these guys, you see them come in, you can take care of them immediately, block them immediately, and they won't be able to bother me, because once they're blocked, they're gone. They can't see nothing. You know, they're blocked on my channel anymore, because it's under my channel. It's under my name, and once you block them, they're gone. They can't do that. So I'm glad. Yeah, I can see what all these were. Yeah, I see that the Sugar Drop deleted them and all that. I see you did a lot of that, Linda. You did a lot. So you guys are really taking care of this, and I appreciate that. So I think I'm gonna get off here now because I gotta get these dishes washed. But I'm gonna hold this up again. Let you see. This is my chocolate pie. It's a carob pie. So I'll post this up on my vegan page. I think I'll skip yesterday's. I'll put this up there and put this on my vegan page, and you guys can you know, and those that, like I said, that are not on my vegan Facebook channel. If you want to be in my group, it's Karen's Vegan Heaven. Just ask to be and I can you know, accept you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome, Arlene. Oh man. Oh, that's awesome. Anyway, they're not gonna be able to come back on again. So I thank you so much for you guys taking. I'm glad you guys are in here. You guys are awesome. You're my lovely followers, and I love you each and every one of you. I got 108 and 106 in here right now. So how heavy is the pie? Ah, it's not too bad, Damon. This is I just buy these of the graham cracker crust. I buy those at Walmart. You can get those at Walmart. And I just buy them. I keep them on. None. This is a 10-inch. I thought the 9-inch would be too small, which it would have been. So because all the tofu I used, but it's not bad. But I'll put this in the refrigerator, and I can have this for dessert for a few days. It'd be awesome. So anyway, I thank you all for coming in and being here, and thank you for blocking that user, because he can't come on my thing anymore. So I appreciate that. I never thought about that, but yeah, the graham cracker crust. I'm not good at making graham cracker crust, so I buy them pre-made. I cheat a little, so sue me anyway. You know, I it's a lot easier for me just to buy them pre-made, because I don't have to deal with it. So I get them pre-made, and I could just pour my pie into it that I'm doing. So and as you can see, it turned out really good. It's like going in the refrigerator. I'm gonna get my dishes washed when I get done here, and I'll have this to eat tomorrow. So I'm going to come off of here now. So I thank each and every one of you for coming in. I thank everyone for being here. The rewards are awesome. You have in my back all the time. I appreciate it very, very much. And I hope that you all have a lovely day, morning, noon, or night, wherever you might be. Take care. God bless, and bye-bye. Love y'all. Bye-bye.